You think you're in control of your money, but here's the uncomfortable truth. Those small monthly payments are silently running your life. Netflix, Spotify, gym membership, cloud storage, meal kit subscription. Each one seems harmless. Just $10 here, $15 there. But add them all up, and you're bleeding hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars every single month. Today, we're exposing how monthly payments have become the silent killer of financial freedom. Let me ask you something. How many subscriptions do you currently have? Can you name them all right now without checking your bank statement? If you hesitated, you're not alone. The average American has 12 paid subscriptions and can only remember half of them. That's not accidental. Companies have mastered the art of making you forget you're paying them. It's called the subscription trap, and you're caught in it. Here's how it works. You sign up for a free trial, maybe a 7-day test or a month at half price. It feels like you're getting a deal. Then the trial ends, and the charges begin. Small amounts, automatically deducted. You barely notice because it's just $15. But $15 times 12 months is $180 a year. Now multiply that by 10 subscriptions. That's $1,800 annually. For many people, that's a vacation, an emergency fund, or a significant chunk of debt you could have paid off. Gone. Evaporated into monthly payments. The real danger isn't the individual cost. It's the psychological shift that happens when you start thinking in monthly payments instead of total cost. Car dealerships figured this out decades ago. They don't ask if you can afford a $30,000 car. They ask if you can afford $400 a month. Suddenly, that luxury SUV doesn't seem so expensive. Just $400 a month. You can swing that, right? Wrong. Over 6 years, that $400 payment becomes $28,800, plus interest. You've paid for a car you could have bought cheaper with cash or a shorter loan. But it gets worse. That monthly payment mindset spreads to everything. Phone, $40 a month. Insurance, $150 a month. Streaming services, another $60 combined. Before you know it, you're locked into $1,000 in monthly payments before you even buy groceries or pay your rent. This is called payment creep, and it's destroying your ability to build wealth. Every dollar committed to a monthly payment is a dollar that can't be invested or saved. Let me give you a real example. Imagine you're spending $300 a month on subscriptions and unnecessary monthly payments. If you cut that to $100 and invested the $200 difference in an index fund earning 8% annually, do you know what you'd have in 30 years? Nearly $300,000. That's not a typo. $300,000 just from canceling subscriptions you probably don't even use. But companies don't want you to think about this. They've designed the subscription model to be invisible, painless, and easy to forget. Auto-renewal is the weapon they use. You don't have to actively decide to keep paying. The payment just happens, month after month, year after year. And cancellation? They make it deliberately difficult. You can sign up with one click, but canceling requires 3 phone calls, a blood sacrifice, and a notarized letter. I'm exaggerating, but barely. The friction is intentional. They know if they make it annoying enough, you'll just keep paying rather than deal with the hassle. Now let's talk about the biggest monthly payment trap of all, financing consumer goods. Phones, laptops, furniture, even mattresses are now sold on payment plans. 0% interest for 12 months sounds amazing until you realize you're buying things you can't afford with money you don't have. And if you miss one payment or don't pay it off in time, that 0% interest becomes 25% retroactively. You just got scammed. The psychology behind this is called present bias. We overvalue immediate pleasure and undervalue future costs. That new iPhone feels amazing today. The 36 months of $40 payments? That's future you's problem. Except future you is still you, and now you're stuck. Here's the brutal reality. Every monthly payment is a commitment of your future income. You're pre-spending money you haven't earned yet. This is why so many people feel broke despite having decent incomes. Their paychecks are already allocated before they even arrive. Rent, car payment, student loans, insurance, subscriptions, financing plans. By the time all these monthly obligations are paid, there's almost nothing left. You're working to service payments, not to build wealth. You've become a payment-making machine, and companies are profiting from your autopilot spending. So how do you escape? First, do a subscription audit. Log into your bank account and credit card statements for the last 3 months. Highlight every recurring charge. Every single one. Netflix, Spotify, software subscriptions, app purchases, membership fees. Write them all down. Now ask yourself, do I actively use this? Does it bring me real value? Or did I just forget to cancel it? Be ruthless. If you haven't used it in the last month, cancel it. You can always resubscribe later if you actually need it. Next, stop financing depreciating assets. If you can't buy it in cash, you can't afford it. Phones, furniture, electronics, save up and buy them outright. I know this sounds old-fashioned, but it's the only way to break the payment cycle. Delayed gratification is the price of financial freedom. For necessary monthly payments like insurance or your mortgage, shop around annually. Don't just auto-renew. Companies raise prices on loyal customers. Switching providers can save you hundreds per year. Yes, it's annoying. Yes, it takes time. But you're literally paying yourself to do this research. Create a monthly payment budget. Decide in advance the maximum amount you're willing to commit to recurring payments. For most people, this should be no more than 10 to 15% of your take-home income, excluding essential housing and insurance costs. Every time you consider adding a new subscription or payment plan, you have to remove an existing one to stay within your limit. This forces you to prioritize. Do you really need both Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus and HBO Max? Pick one. Rotate if you have to. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Convenience costs money. Monthly payments feel convenient because you don't think about them. But that convenience is expensive. It's costing you thousands of dollars a year and decades of compound interest you could have earned instead. Real wealth comes from owning things outright, not from having access to things through monthly payments. Ownership equals freedom. Payments equal bondage. So here's your challenge. Cancel 3 subscriptions today. Right now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Go to your email, find those subscription confirmations, and cancel them. Take the money you save and put it toward debt, savings, or investments. Break the payment cycle. Your future self will thank you. Now stop watching and go take action. Your financial freedom depends on it.